Here's my problem with people who say it's not left versus right, it's top versus bottom. So I have a clip here for you in a second, but really quickly, this is a pretty common talking point that you hear people saying like, oh, we really have more in common left versus right than you understand. It's actually more about the billionaires versus everyone else in the working class. And I want to talk about why I have a problem with that here after the clip.
I think of politics now less as left versus right and much more as top versus bottom.
Yeah.
Because
You're right.
I just see how we are all pitted against each other. And I mean literally. These social media platforms, they only get clicks when there's conflict. Right? They don't get clicks when we're having a conversation, when we're understanding each other.
Right.
That doesn't get anybody any profit.
Right.
And so the Rupert Murdochs of the world, the cable news networks, the social media platforms, the Zuckerbergs and Musks, these platforms are literally tearing us apart.
You're onto something. I think what you're saying is absolutely true, though.
Really quickly, make sure you like this video and follow our account for more updates in the future. Really quickly, I just want to state that I actually do really like James Tallarico. I think he has a lot of great things, has good positions, Democrat out of the state house in Texas. But this is kind of my problem here. While I'll grant you that it does make sense to say that's a top versus bottom thing, because you're absolutely right. I think if the left and the right did unite against the billionaire class of this country, everything probably would start falling apart for them. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it makes perfect sense to have that kind of mentality because it's true. If people were united, they'd have a very hard time oppressing the people the way that they do currently. There's actually nothing structurally wrong with that line of thinking. But here's the problem that I have. We are right now watching the right wing of this country become more and more and more fascist right before our eyes. These are people who are championing things like Alligator Alcatraz. They laugh about it. They laugh about sending people to places like Guantanamo Bay and to slave labor camps in El Salvador. They are actively cheering on Trump as he is turning us into a police state. The most watched show on the right, which is The Five on Fox News, is actively saying like, yeah, it's okay to call each other Nazis, no big deal. People like Ann Coulter saying that we should have killed more Native Americans. People like Laura Loomer saying that she doesn't want to watch any television commercials that don't have white people exclusively in them. I mean, this is the modern day right. Like, these people are openly racist, openly sexist, openly bigoted. Their entire politics is on nothing but just fear and chaos and division. Like, it makes sense in some world where you say like, oh, if we just all came together, we could take down the billionaires. I don't want to come together with these people. And honestly, I'm tired of people asking me to. Like, they are becoming some of the most vile people on earth. And you want me to come together with them, find common ground? No, I don't want to find common ground with them. I want to find common ground with people who actually have decent morality. And we can go from there. But until then, I'm not that interested in getting together with people who think that ICE is somehow a good thing.